Hey, welcome back to the channel. We're here to watch from Season 1, Episode 3. Don't forget to like and give me a sub. Helps out a great deal for the channel. Let's get into it. Oh my! We're just,
Somebody get me out of this fucking thing! Hey! Toby!
What's going on? Anybody fucking... Toby!
I would feel like I was still on whatever drugs he's on, you know? Like we're just catching the next wave back out of reality or whatever, you know?
Because, I mean, you play the whole thing pretty great. I buy it. Not him so bad. I thought you were trying a little bit too hard. But otherwise, money well spent. So, okay, so what's next? Is there like some kind of puzzle I have to solve? Actually, you know what? Never mind. Don't spoil it for me.
Where are you going?
Well, I'm not gonna solve the puzzle sitting here all day. I'm gonna, check out the town, turn over a few stones. This must have cost a fortune.
You know? I don't want to join your weird cult.
Flight of the Cromanocle?
The Cromanocle. That's my favorite.
Calling it now. The head monster is the Cromanacle. How are we not freaking out, though? I understand from a parental point of view, like, you want to try to keep the kids calm. But I'm still in, like, all caps WTF mode regarding our current circumstance. I don't want to, son, listen. There are monsters here, all right? Monsters are real. Gonna rip that Band-Aid off. Santa, Easter Bunny, not so much. Then again, what do I know? I didn't think there were actual monsters. Turns out they will eat you from the inside out. So you can't be a dumb little shithead. Apparently there have been other little kids here who are dumb little shitheads. And they got canoed, okay? So we got to have that talk now rather than later. Here's your book. Take your mind off things. Here's your books. But we got to start, growing up a little earlier than anticipated or expected. And we got to start like, shit, I don't know, man, learning parkour. I don't know how you get away from these things. But we got to do something other than act like birds. I don't get their current behavior.
Sorry to interrupt. Father Kotry's here to talk to you about the choosing ceremony.
What's the choosing ceremony?
What?
I'll let him fill you in.
Here in Colony House or down in the town. It's just part of how we do things here. I'd like to take the both of you, show you around, maybe take you to the house you'd be staying in, should you choose the town.
Well, I want to come. This is about all of us, right? I want to see.
We need you to stay here and be with Ethan.
Donna can watch Ethan.
What?
Okay, fine.
It's gonna be okay.
I'm sorry. There's a difference between being a tough kid and being an asshole. And that kid is an asshole. I'm sitting here finding myself thinking, like, am I a bad person? Because, like, I wouldn't be upset if she's the next one to get eaten or stabbed by the one of the crazy ones or whatever, I have a strong feeling you shouldn't get attached to anybody on this program. This guy is having a day.
Good morning, everybody. What's cooking today, huh? Is this where I find my next clue? Is this where the monsters jump from the shadows? Look, I'm all for authenticity, but I'm also really hungry. And since y'all basically work for me anyways, that's kind of okay, so. Ow, what the?
要打尖，你唔准打尖啊！要排隊啊！
I mean, there's really only one way to prove it.
I need to help.
The fault line, for example. They adapt to the notion that the earth could just open up and swallow them at any given moment. I wish there was an explanation I could give you that would make any of this easier. Just always remember, place the talisman by the door, cover your windows. nail your window shut. You do these things, your family's gonna be just fine.
That's okay.
We call that the box. It's our only form of punishment we have here. And when someone's actions or negligence leads to the death of a resident in town, the only punishment for that crime is a night.
Holy fuck.
Megan and her mother Lauren.
I thought they were giving him this house, but he's like showing him like this is the this is what happens when you like, you know, scared straight kind of thing. I thought they were giving him that house. Because dude doesn't need it anymore, right? Like, I assume you could survive the box, but it's probably pretty traumatizing.
Fucking insane. That woman and her little girl were ripped apart. Now they're putting the dad in some fucking box at sundown for those things to...
You heard what the priest said. If he'd have followed the rules, they'd all still be alive right now.
Why are you so eager to take any of this at face value, Jim?
No shit.
Because I can still hear those things whispering, and we are stuck. So we better figure out a way to make the best of it.
You'll bury me next to them, right?
Yeah, of course.
So you are gonna die. I guess on the plus side, maybe that's huge information. They don't know where the chickens and the cows come from. So I postulated like this could be like an alien abduction thing. You know, because there's like that movie, The Signal, I think it's called, where the guy thinks that he's, you know, on some kind of base, but it turns out he's on like an alien spaceship the whole time. Awesome. I just spoiled that for you. I'm sorry if you haven't seen it. Great movie though. It's got Morpheus in it. You should check it out. Where would they be getting livestock? You know what I mean? Like you always hear about cows being mutilated and taken by UFOs. Ugh. I hope it's I you know what, I kind of hope it's aliens and I kind of hope it's not. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm on the fence. If he doesn't get eaten or stabbed, he might be my favorite character.
I don't think you're supposed to be out here.
Are you looking for something?
Go away. I'm not looking, I'm checking.
What are you checking?
You ask a lot of questions.
That was only 3.
Your mom or pop comes back and they see you out here. Who gets blamed? When Donna cuts me off, then no more peaches.
What are you talking about?
Just go away.
I understood perfectly.
Have you seen the boy who lives out here?
But you built a guillotine in the town square. What do you think happens when people realize you lack the conviction to use it?
Honestly, here's where I'm at. Why can't you just keep the dude locked up for a few years? You know? People will always look at, you know, the loss of their freedom. Well, I guess nobody's really free here. But, you know, the ability to walk outside and breathe fresh air and be around other people. The loss of that is a deterrent for most things. Being killed that way, geez, do you need to do that more than once? You kind of have to get that one out of the way, don't you? You kind of have to. Frank had it coming, you know? He warned him. All right. I guess I'm team box at this point. Oh yeah, that's not... I don't think that's going to keep anything out. You're going to put a rock in it? Why can't you just put a rock in it?
God damn it!
There's a little shack about 100 yards beyond the tree line. You take that. You put it next to the door, and you make whatever life you can out there.
Nah.
What are you gonna tell everybody?
We're coming.
I'm sorry. I'm asking a lot of questions that I know I'm not going to get answers to, probably, but where's the line of, you know, it resets you and turns you around back at the beginning, you know? Like, what's the boundary of this place? How far could you go out and potentially, like, hide in the forest and live? I just, how do you do that? There's no way. There's just no way. Unless the chickens and the cows spawn, all over the place. If it's proximity to the player or whatever. This is weird.
Now, once you have chosen, this choice will be final. Like many of us here.
Sorry. Do you mind if I, been a lot of questions today about Frank, box, rules. There is a fine line between savagery and consequence. And if we're not willing... Frank?
I was a good dad, I mean, I wasn't perfect, but I wasn't like this. I let this town, those things in the woods, I let them get to my head. Look after each other and take care of each other. Remember what you're living for. I appreciate everything you're trying to do for me, Sheriff. No, I do. I really do. But the only two things that I love in this world are gone. It's just, I want to see my girls again.
I dislike Julie so much. I just don't. And I don't want anyone to think that that's a bad thing. You need a character like that. You need one to pour your angst into. You need a Joffrey Baratheon. You know what I mean? You need it. Ooh. I mean, I'm not saying she's as bad as Joffrey, but neither was Joffrey until he was. Do you know?
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to my daughter.
No, there's no way anyone's gonna expect us to. Are you gonna say something?
Okay, everybody just hold on, okay? Take a breath. Julie, do you want to live in Colony House?
Yeah. Why are you doing this?
She chose your rules, Boyd, not mine.
I'm not standing here knowing that my daughter's in the fucking house.
Everything's gonna be okay.
No, it's not fucking none.
Okay, look, we're gonna fix this.
There is
okay?
nothing to
Will you
fix.
shut the fuck up? Please. Don't do this now, right here. I promise you, she will be looked after.
Oh, man. Okay. I mean, he wanted to die, right? He wanted to die. He wanted to be with his girls. Okay. This show is out there, so I might increase the volume here. I'm just doing one every other week for now. I'm trying not to burn myself out because I got another show that I want to add in at some point, but it's hard not to watch this one, like just binge watch it. But it's also hard to because after a couple of hours of the same program, and if I'm really sucked in, I'll catch myself just, nobody wants to see that. That doesn't make good content, so I'm trying to be alert and I'm trying to approach things, fresh. But anyway, I'm really digging this show. It's just, man, some of these people, especially Julie, if I end up doing a tier list on this show, nope. She's not even close to mid. She's starting off at the bottom. Julie is the worst. All right. Appreciate if you give me a like, and if you haven't already, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.